The storm and winds may...
Hi, I'm Terry Townsend, minister here at the New Concord Church of Christ in New Concord, Ohio. I want to personally thank you for joining us today via this live stream. The purpose of this stream is to simply share the good news of Jesus Christ. While we appreciate you viewing this stream, this effort is in no way intended to be a substitute for the assembling together with the saints. We recognize, however, that there are circumstances that arise that might prevent someone from attending church service. And for this reason, we provide a means whereby people like you can hear the gospel preached. We hope you enjoy today's message from God's Word. Please feel free to share this stream. If you're ever in the New Concord, Ohio area, we'd love for you to drop by and visit with us. We meet every Sunday morning beginning at 9:15 a.m. for Bible class, again at 10 a.m. for worship, and again 6 p.m. for our evening worship. See you soon.
You hold me in your mighty arms, forever safe from harm.
Again, if you haven't done so, 763. 763. In just a moment, we'll sing the first and last verse to that. Stood before you on Wednesday night and talked about fire, and we talked about the fire that had wreaked havoc on the cathedral, Notre Dame Cathedral, and we all remember the stories on the news about that, and use that to launch out into talking about the different fires of the Bible and Sodom and Gomorrah. You had Nadab and Abihu. They offered a strange fire unto God. Simply put, it was something that was unauthorized, and they lost their lives as a result of that. There were other fires in the Bible. We went over to the New Testament and talked about Peter around the fire just prior to, during that time he denied the Lord 3 times. And then talked about hellfire. And I want to spend just the remainder of our time tonight talking about that 4-letter word, hell. It's real, okay? There is a place called hell. It is real. It really does exist. Nobody in the world seems to want to talk about it. You know, you go up to somebody and you talk about heaven, and 99% of the people you talk to say, yeah, I'm going to go to heaven. You start talking to them about hell, and some of them will say, well, there really isn't a hell, or God's a God of all love and all grace and all mercy. So hell's really not a real place, but they believe heaven is. But I'm here to tell you, according to Matthew 25, verse 41, heaven, or hell rather, is a real place. It is a place that's populated. There is a population in hell. There are souls in hell. In fact, the Bible says in Matthew 7, if I understand it correctly, the majority of the people will be there one day. There is a paradox in hell as well, and that's interesting because you think about paradox. Many who expect heaven end up in hell. And you find that in Matthew 7, beginning of verse 21, where Jesus said, not everyone that saith to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. So those who profess, many who think that they're going to heaven will end up in hell. They'll say on that day, well, we did this or we did that. And the Lord will say, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And so those who end up in heaven are those who in this life, and we talked about this in Bible class this evening, talking about citizenship. Those who end up in heaven are those who in this life do God's will. We have an opportunity now in this life, right now, tonight, to do things the Lord's way. It's a choice that we make. We can either choose to do His will, do all that He commands, Matthew 7, verse 21, or we can choose to neglect or ignore, disrespect, however, we can choose not to. And so the choice is ours. God, through Jesus Christ, makes it possible for all to be saved. And so we can't blame God on the day of judgment if we end up lost. The only people we can blame is ourselves. We can't blame the preacher. We can't blame the elders. We can't blame another member of the church, if you will. If we end up lost, it's on us. So heaven, or hell rather, there's a paradox there. And there is a problem with hell. And it could be that you end up there even today. I think about Luke 16, and I know there's a place prepared, a waiting place for the final judgment. But if I understand Luke 16 correctly, when we die, and if we die outside the Lord, we are in torment. All right? And so there is a problem if you're outside the fold of safety tonight. If you were to die, that's a problem for you. Again, it's a problem that can be resolved and fixed even tonight, if you'd but render obedience to the gospel. And then there is finally some permanence to hell. It is eternal. Matthew 25 and verse number 46. Again, God's desire is for all to be saved. 1 Timothy 2 verse 4. 2 Peter 3 verse 9. John 3, 16 and 17. And He's provided a means whereby man can be saved, and that's through His Son Jesus. Which are you avoiding? Heaven or hell? I don't want anything to do with hell. It's hot, it's dark, it's eternally separated from God the Father. I don't want that. And I hope you don't either. And so tonight, let's do what's right. If you're here and subject to the invitation, you need to put Christ on in baptism. All things are ready. Or you've done that but have erred from the faith. You need the prayers of the congregation. We stand ready to pray with you and pray for you, whatever your needs are. Come now, together we stand and sing 763. Why keep Jesus waiting in the cold?